Welcome in, friends, to Game 66 of the 2025 Banana Ball World Tour. After 4 straight rain-soaked nights, Mother Nature has given us another bonus couple hours of showers with all the fixins, thunder and lightning added free of charge. But thankfully, unlike Thursday and Saturday night, we found a break in the storms, allowing us to bring you the final game of the year for Banana Ball's developmental team, the Visitors. What was supposed to be a 3-game set between the Visitors and the Savannah Bananas has been shortened by Mother Nature to a 2-game series. And it was a tight one on Friday night, a 2-1 victory for the Nanners, with 2 walk-off ball force sprints being the difference. But the big thing that was evident, these 2 teams are really even, and we should be in store for another great battle as we welcome you inside the booth with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you all so much for waiting with us as we once again waited out Mother Nature. But it looks like in just a few minutes, we're finally going to get to see the Visitors and Bananas square off again.
Well, thankfully, we get one more game from the Visitors this season. A really talented bunch. You have to commend both them and the Savannah Bananas for all the energy they've brought during these rain and lightning delays. And I'll tell you what, I think the Visitors are going to come out especially hungry, knowing that this is the last game where they really get to prove something when it comes to their banana ball chops. And hopefully they're able to pitch just as effectively as they did on Friday night.
Yeah, it was a very rare pitcher's duel in Banana Land, a sport that is really dominated by offense. And a big reason, Drake Fontenot. He was perfect through 3 innings and started off red hot, taking care of DR Meadows with the comebacker right there. He would go on, as you can see on the graphic, to rack up 5 strikeouts, striking out some legends of Banana Land along the way.
Well, he's been the Game 1 starter for the Visitors in both series. Things didn't quite go the way he wanted them to against the Party Animals. He really rounded into the form that we expected against the Savannah Bananas. 4 2/3 innings pitched, only surrendered 1 hit. Showed off the dance moves as well on the pitcher's mound and got the strike here against Corral Prime as he fouled it away. And the very next pitch he threw to Prime, it was another punch out.
Yeah, Fisher Polydorov ended up coming in behind him, allowing a tough earned run for Fontenot. And then after that, Grant Besser struck out Robert Anthony Cruz to start his outing. He would end up throwing a scoreless frame to notch the lone point of the night for the Visitors.
Well, he was a guy who averaged almost 11 strikeouts per 9 innings in college. He looked really good, earning them that lone point. And for Brett Allen, was able to get the ball on the ground. The Visitors turning a really sweet trick play, double play with Peyton Chatanier going behind the back. Unfortunately, the Bananas were able to claim their second walk-off against Brett Allen. But you saw in the 8th inning, it was the C.J. Williams show. Struck out Ryan Cox, only the 5th time the Nanner shortstop has struck out this season. And then you saw the slider do the damage. EJ expanded the zone, and he got it from the 8-year Banana Bill Leroy as well.
Another really tough guy to strike out here in Banana Land. This Visitors pitching staff, stupendous. And they will be sending Johnny Holstaff out there tonight. But here are the numbers behind limiting the Nanners to just 2 runs across those 7+ innings pitched on Friday night.
This is a line ordinarily, if you see it, you expect that you won the ball game. The Visitors combined to average 3 outs in 3 minutes and 2 seconds on Friday night. The team earned run average was below 3, and they had 9 strikeouts against a Savannah Bananas team that has really not had a lot of high strikeout games this season. So that's what was really impressive from my point of view.
Love to see all the V's in the chat. I mean, these guys are here for a good time, not a long time, and it is a shame that they have had one of their 6 games on the schedule wiped away by the rain, lightning, and thunder. But they are going to leave it all out on the field here tonight. I know their head coach, Mark Crocco, said this is going to be a team game. We're going to get everybody in there and leave it all out there on the field before hopefully the vast majority of these guys will get on a Banana Ball team next year. Now, down on the field, DR Meadows with a youngster getting the Grayson faithful warmed up. Another wonderful crowd duking it out with Mother Nature throughout the past few hours. Now they get to move it and groove it.
But as you get, we're rolling it, y'all. We are rolling it. Got a lot of Pulp Fiction. You're too young for this. How do you know that? Got a lot of energy today, Augie. We're swimming. This checks out, y'all. This checks out. We're swimming. Jump in, Jack. We need him. Oh, yes, Augie, keep going. Look around, Augie. You just got everybody excited and ready for this game tonight. Give it up one more time for Augie.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and potassium enthusiasts from around the world. Tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live and millions more watching at home have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From Montana to Savannah, from the Isle of Man to Tokyo, Japan, the Banana Maniacs come from across the globe to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the Crucible, where the fastest, hungriest, and most entertaining players are forged. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime. This is not just another night at the ballpark. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God. This is the time for all 5,000 people here in historic Grayson Stadium to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the greatest show in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball!
It is time to meet the starting lineup for your Savannah Bananas. Leading off, the center fielder, number 5, DR, the Doc Mamameno. Batting second, the extra hitter, number 4, Kyle KJ Jackson. Batting third at DH, number 19, Dan Oberst. In the cleanup spot, he wears number 2, Reese Superman Alexiadis. In the 5-hole at shortstop, number 6, he is our glove magician, Ryan Cox. At first base, number 11, Carell Prime. The left fielder, number 15, we call him Rack, Robert Anthony Cruz. Behind the dish, number 3, Eric Jones. At third base, number 18, he does it all, Danny Hosley. And at second base, wearing number 8, our greatest showman, Jackson Olsen. On the mound for your Savannah Bananas tonight, number 12, straight out of Richmond Hill, Georgia, Cowboy Kyle Louis. Your Savannah Bananas are led by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Viro Virant, Eric Fox, and Reggie Horton. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats. Here to honor America with the singing of tonight's national anthem, please welcome to the field, Stephen Walker.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart hearts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You are watching Game 66 of the 2025 Banana Ball World Tour. At last, we get the final march of the visitors. They take on the Savannah Bananas. And the duel these two squads had on Friday night was fantastic. Dominated by pitching, the Bananas escaped with a 2-1 win. But they only had two guys get into scoring position. They just happened to bring both of them home with walk-off ball four sprints. The visitors have never been swept. The difficulty leveled up for the boys in blue and gray. Here's the defense that they are going to try and mount their offense against. Left to right in the Naners outfield, Robert Anthony Cruz, D.R. Meadows, Reese Alexiadis. Third to first in the infield, Danny Hosley, Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and Correll Prime, while Eric Jones Jr. is behind the plate.
Ryan Cox enters tonight with 487 lifetime trick plays. He is inching closer and closer to becoming that first Banana Ball player to 500 career trick plays. And of course, it is on the mind of D.R. Meadows in tonight's game to try and collect 4 trick plays in center field and become the first outfielder to triple-digit trick plays in a single campaign.
The man at the middle of it all, Cowboy Kyle Lewis, perfect in his 3 trick play attempts here in his 8th year as a Savannah Banana, the pride of Richmond Hill, Georgia, just down the road. He gets to start in front of the full capacity crowd once again in Grayson Stadium.
This is Kyle's 17th overall outing this season. We said last Sunday that it was his second start of the tour, but actually this is his second start of the tour. Doug Flutie stayed on the pitcher's mound and got an out. He's credited with the start. So this is an odd second overall start of the year for Cowboy Kyle with 2 wins and 1 loss on the year. His 18.5% strikeout rate is the 3rd best on the Savannah Bananas, and he's pitched awfully well here in Grayson Stadium, a 3.65 earned run average, and averaging 3 outs in 4 minutes and 17 seconds here in Savannah.
All right, let's send our gaze to the visitors lineup that opposes Cowboy Kyle. At the top, once again, Peyton Chatanier, the Jordan Brewer, and Dalton Reeves, with Ashby Vining cleaning it up. In the middle, Grady Morgan, Brian Dansereau, and Lucas Cook. Rounding it out, J.D. Urso, Tyner Hughes, and Patrick Baggett.
Well, we saw Dalton Reeves put the bat on ball very well on Friday night, collected a double to center field. He could be very dangerous as he gets elevated in the lineup tonight. And it's our first time getting to look at J.D. Urso up at the plate, batting 8th tonight for the visitors.
When I count to 3, I need you to say the 3 sweetest words in all of Banana Ball. Start the clock. As loud as you can. You guys got it? And here we go. 1, 2, 3. Showtime!
What a grind of a weekend it has been here in Banana Land. Rain, thunder, and lightning across each of the last 5 nights. Trying to spoil our opening ceremony of the Banana Ball Youth Tournament. And every step of the way, we've made the best of it. Peyton Chatanier, an ambush to start the second battle between the visitors and Bananas. He's on first base and fired up about it.
Yeah, shouldn't be very surprising. Chatanier has been in the leadoff spot in all 5 games for the visitors this season. Had a leadoff home run in Game 2 in Louisville. and now has a leadoff knock and is trying to set things up for Jordan Brewer with 2 long balls in just 4 games.
Brewer elevated from the 3-hole to the 2 spot. Holding down right field tonight. Broken bat, it's gonna do the job. The bat dies a hero. And just like that, visitors on first and second, nobody out. Colin Reeves, they call Big Red around here. It's his first start behind the plate. 6'5" catcher. And a tremendous talent, talked about it on Friday night. Everywhere he's played ball, he's been an impact player. Oh, Jackson Olsen starting a twin killing with a kick trick. A new variation on the Paul O'Neill. A double play and a dandy.
Well, across the weekend when the Bananas have been able to practice defensively, this is what Jackson Olsen and Ryan Cox have been working on. It is a perfect kick feed over to Ryan Cox, and he had plenty of time to double up the visitors' catcher tonight and get a massive 2 outs for Cowboy Kyle Lewicks.
Out of the frying pan into the fire for Lewicks. Chatagnier on third for Ashby Vining. He's been the best bat for the visitors across their 4 games played so far. He's behind 0-2. Slider paints the outside corner. Kyle primarily a heater with the spinner you just saw. Goes back to the slider, gets a huge K. From 2 on and nobody gone to a scoreless inning for Cowboy Kyle.
Good start for Lewicks, able to get a huge double play and end the frame in 2 minutes and 13 seconds for the Bananas.
Chatagnier stranded on third, and a big goose egg put up. Here's a look at the visitors' defense that needs to respond with a 0 to keep this game tied in the all-important points department. From left to right in the outfield, it's Dansereau, Morgan, and Brewer. Third to first in the infield, you see Cook, Chatagnier, Baggett, and Urso. Well, as we saw, Reeves behind the dish.
Well, we've still yet to see a trick play from Patrick Baggett over at second base, but he's a pretty stellar defender. If he gets one rolling his way, I think you could see something really special from that rookie. And meanwhile, Grady Morgan has had 2 trick plays in center field, one of which has been a behind-the-back catch. And Jordan Brewer, all 4 of his trick plays have come at first base. Time to see if he can collect one in a corner outfield spot.
What a thrill it is to get to watch Brett Sanchez twirl it against the Nanners tonight. A 4-pitch guy, fastball, slider, cutter, changeup. Not a hard thrower. He's more out of the Sean Fluke variety of banana ball pitcher, but one of the greatest hurlers in all of Division III baseball history.
Had 35 wins throughout his collegiate career and racked up 434 strikeouts. He was the first pitcher in Division III baseball to cross the 400 strikeout plateau since 1995 and the third to reach that mark all time. He is also coming off of a 2024 season at Bellhaven where 5 of his 10 starts were complete games.
It's like looking at one of those 1912 pitchers in Major League Baseball when you see the numbers for Brett Sanchez. They don't build him like Brett any longer. It's a blast from the past right there. Here is the Nanners lineup that opposes him. DR at the top, then KJ, Oberst, and Alexiadis. Cox, Prime, Rack, EJ Hosley, and Olsen to round it out. And back up the middle, what a snag! Behind his head, Brett Sanchez turns it into a trick play. Remarkable.
Immediately put to the test in tonight's ball game. DR swinging at the first pitch like he's enjoyed doing all season long. And Sanchez, not only a great reaction time, but also great banana ball awareness to collect the trick play as well.
A ball and a strike on Kyle Jackson. Pretty similar lineup that Tyler Gillum has thrown out there from last night to tonight. Just flipped EJ and Prime as far as the order goes, and KJ went from starting at third to the extra hitter spot. Still comes in boasting video game numbers here in his first full tour, hitting .355, just a point behind DR for the team lead. and his .487 on base percentage, pacing the tour. He loves the trick pitch. Now he gets a 3-2 and he spoils it. Able to lace this one back up the middle. KJ hangs in there. And the Nanners have the inning-winning run on first.
Yeah, it's a wonderful 7-pitch battle there for Kyle Jackson, eventually floating that single into center field. When he was a visitor last season in 2024, his now teammate, Cowboy Kyle Lewis, said KJ was one of the best batters he had ever faced, and he's proving that to these current visitors now.
He hands the baton to another one of the best hitters in Bananaland, Dan Oberst. On a heater currently, hitting .314. The Nanners team leader in extra base hits. Flirting with another there, just late to pull the trigger. 24 extra base hits on the tour. 8 bombs. Tied for the season lead with 3 triples, pacing the Bananas with 13 doubles. He doesn't bite on the slider there from Sanchez.
And a man who had a personal accolade come last night as he turned 28 years old.
KJ slipped, trying to get back to the bag. He was able to beat the tag. JD Urso playing first base, Vincent Chapman umpiring. And that was a snazzy slide to avoid being picked off. Another look. Wow. Danny O to center field. It'll be hauled in. Grady Morgan there for out number 2.
Good pitch on the 2-2 from Brett Sanchez. Testing the patience a little bit of a banana ball veteran in Dan Oberst. Goes with a big breaking ball. Dan had to sit back on that for a long time and still wound up getting underneath it and flying out to Grady Morgan in center.
Ball and a strike on Reese Alexiadis. The Nanners leader in OPS and home runs. Only Jake Skoll has a higher on-base percentage plus slugging here in Bananaland in 2025. 2-2 on the Nanners right fielder. Back up the middle. Chatanier, quick flip to bag it in plenty of time. And that'll do it. A scoreless first inning.
He didn't collect any punch-outs there, but you see the bender from Brett Sanchez doing a lot of heavy lifting for him, getting Oberst and Alexiadis out in front for those final 2 outs.
Let's take a look at 2 of the most deadly bats in this visitors lineup. Jordan Brewer and Ashby Vining tied for the team lead with 2 homers each. You can see this is not a new thing for these guys. I mean, Brewer, the 24 homers in college, 28 across his tenure in the Astros system, and Ashby Vining set St. Peter's home run record in his junior campaign, did it again as a senior.
And again, these guys both launched home runs in Louisville, Kentucky, which was a ballpark in 2024 that didn't see a single home run between the Bananas and Party Animals. And for Ashby Vining, again, back-to-back double-digit home run seasons at St. Peter's, which is a single-season school record there. Vining also played very well in wood bat leagues as he was a 2024 Coastal Plain League All-Star.
It's been awesome to see these guys find so much success in the tiny sample size as visitors. Brewer with a knock in the first. Vining was struck out by Kyle Lewis. Now it'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the visitors lineup. Grady Morgan, Brian Dancero, and Lucas Cook. Grady Morgan takes the fastball just a pinch outside. Our home plate umpire tonight, Trey Hudson. A shrewd zone an inning in. And the heater scrapes the bottom of the knees to even up the count. Grady 2 for 13 with a double in his young visitors tenure. Laguna Beach, California kid. His first team all-conference for Fresno State back in 2024. Comes to Banana Land after a couple years in the Pioneer League. Now he gets a plunk right off the back on the 200, I'll call it a 120-foot pitch from Cowboy Kyle.
Well, it's a great attempt from Cowboy Kyle Lewis trying to get the fans in on a little entertainment. And now it sets up back-to-back innings for the visitors where they've gotten the leadoff man on in the inning. And up to Cowboy Kyle to see if he can induce another double play as Brian Dansereau steps into the right-handed batter's box.
Dansereau 4 for 13 with a double so far. Tremendous ball player out of Douglasville, Georgia. And now he's going to get some banana ball entertainment. Lewis bringing in Olson, Cox, and Meadows for a 3-2-2. The boys in sync. And the heater high.
This is just something different that those visitors are getting acclimated to in banana ball. Not only was Morgan tested with that 120-foot pitch from second, Dansereau had to contend there with the dance from Cowboy Kyle on the pitcher's mound.
2-2 count on Brian Dansereau, a guy who has plenty of Banana Land ties. He was a senior at the University of West Georgia, Dan Oberst's first year with the Wolves. Dan had nothing but glowing remarks for him. He was a leader who led by example, just a phenomenal guy to learn from his first year in Division II baseball.
And he also got to play along with Cade Marlowe and Brody Wortham, some collegiate bananas. Dansereau had a pretty stellar collegiate career. He only got better when he moved to independent ball, as he went from averaging a home run every 42 at-bats in college to one every 24 in indie ball.
Payoff pitch, broken back. Correll Prime on his horse is going to haul it in. Good battle there from Lewis to take care of Dansereau.
Kyle might have gotten away with the pitch there either way. Smart to try and jam the right-hander. These visitors have not been prone to drawing a lot of ball four sprints. You saw it on display right there as Dansereau fouls out to Prime, and now Lewis jumps ahead of Lucas Cook.
Looking to Cook in the 7-hole, as that's a low strike call. 0-2 count. He's got 5 hits, second most on the visitors. Tied up on the high heat. And the Boilermaker set down Kyle's second strikeout of the ballgame.
And this one, awfully efficient for Cowboy Kyle. A 3-pitch strikeout of Lucas Cook. And now the inning in the hands of J.D. Urso, who served as the designated runner for the visitors on Friday night.
J.D. gets Dunkin' Donut hitting honors here tonight in Grayson. If he strikes out, the full capacity crowd gets free donuts. He starts ahead of ball and no strikes. Really exciting to get to see the pride of Tampa, Florida swing the bat for the first time against the Bananas. He was 2 for 9 in the 3-game set against the Party Animals a couple weekends ago. Bounces this one to third. Danny Hosley whips it between the legs. A strike to Prime at first. And that's 2 scoreless frames hurled by Cowboy Kyle.
Just what Cowboy Kyle Lewis was looking for, and it's a second straight inning where the Bananas are able to claim a trick play as you see Hosley nice and easy between the legs transition.
Middle of the second inning. No scores so far. Let's nail down some banana ball basics. We're talking minutes per inning, MPI. It's how long it takes a pitcher to get 3 outs. And this weekend, it has been a flurry of sub-2-minute innings. Noah Nisnik the quickest with a 111 on Friday night. Drake Fontenot getting in on the battle in the pitcher's duel he had against Niz Nasty. How about the firefighters? Ben Dunn, Bradford Webb, Nolan Daniel, all with sub-2-minute innings. And then Christian Davis and Colin Stone with the 152, notching the 100th sub-2-minute inning of 2025.
Well, what stands out is obviously Noah Nisnik's. Not only was it quick, but it came with 4 trick plays behind him on the pitcher's mound. And meanwhile, Colin Stone got to be a part of that cool accomplishment here in 2025, recording the 100th sub-2-minute inning. We are now up to 101 entering play tonight. And note, there were 116 total across 2024, and we are inching closer and closer to that, and it's only mid-July.
Another testament to Banana Ball. Getting better every year we play this sport. And this is just the 275th game played all time tonight, after all. Ball low to Ryan Cox. Brett Sanchez out for a second inning of work. He's got 5, 6, and 7 in the Nanners lineup, just like Luix had for the visitors in the top of the second. Cox the tapper the other way. Tough play. Charging in. Lucas Cook can't handle it. I would wager an infield single.
Infield single. And with Cox on, that'll mean the Bananas turn to their designated runner here in the second inning of play. It's Malachi Mitchell who is now entered to run for his shortstop.
Flash spent a lot of time in the stands signing autographs, hanging out with kids throughout our rain and lightning delay tonight. Now he represents the inning-winning run. Quick 0-2 count on Correll Prime, a visitor from 2024. Sanchez gives Flash a look. Slap the other way. Jordan Brewer ranging over, putting it away. Robert Anthony Cruz will dig in while the crowd waits to hear Sharks' judgment, and Rack plunked on the first offering from Brett Sanchez. KJ rushing out to help him. Looks like Cruz is going to say, no, I'm going to be okay by myself. That's great news. Never been a better time for a Jet 2 holiday. But I don't have to tell you that, Josh. You've known that.
I'm not allowed to go on Jet 2 holidays. I actually don't want to get into it. It's a darker story than you'd think.
And now we have Banana Ball. Oh, Josh, you want to share?
I thought, no, don't ask.
I mean, I've piqued my fancy.
I didn't instigate it either.
Color me curious. Wow, this is on Jet 2, huh? Jet 2 people. I didn't know you'd ever been overseas. Hot shot through the 6 hole from Eric Jones Jr. And wow, how about that? Brian Dancero cannon home. Tyler Gillum looked like he had his back turned to Malachi Mitchell when he was coasting in. Now the inning-winning run, 90 feet from scoring, will force the visitors to bring the infield in for Danny Hosley.
Still a really nice rally right now brewing for the Savannah Bananas. And Tyler Gillum confident in Hosley's ability to just put the ball in play and have Flash pushing it to try and score. But Sanchez, ever dominant with throwing strikes, is already ahead 0-2 on Hosley.
Danny doesn't bite at the slider down and away. This one to dead center. Morgan charging in. There's the catch. Flash tagging. The throw is offline, and it'll be a walk-off sacrifice fly for Danny Do-It-All. Nanners win the second inning. They're up 1-0.
Just what the Bananas needed, and you knew they were going to test the visitors here in the bottom of the second. The speed of Flash the Kid, too much, and the Bananas on the board first against the visitors for a second straight ball game.
And a new age version of the cha-cha slide from Flash and Company. It took the Bananas 5 innings to notch their first point on Friday night. They were able to strike first in the second. Here in round 2 between the Nanners and the visitors. Grady Morgan, heck of a arm he's got on him. Just yanked it up the first baseline. And the Banana Band will blast away as the sun sets on Grayson Stadium inside Daffin Park. here in the hostess city of the South. Kyle Lewig's credited with the point earned in the second. He goes 2 innings, scoreless on the bump, gives up a couple hits, hits a batter, he picks up 2 strikeouts, induces 2 trick plays, and gives the lead to the second tallest man on the Savannah Bananas, Ryan Kellogg. The southpaw from Whitby, Ontario, all 6'6" of them. First man out of the pen.
Well, it's the 4th appearance of the year for Ryan Kellogg, and we've barely had any time to talk about him because he's averaging 3 outs in 2 minutes on the dot right now for the Savannah Bananas and averaging just a hair above 10 pitches per inning thrown, as he's already earned 2 points. He is doing exactly what the Bananas were hoping he would provide since coming back.
He's got Tyner Hughes in the 9-hole, Patrick Baggett hitting 10th, and then back at the top of the order, Peyton Chatagnier. That is just foul down the third baseline. Good piece of hitting by Tyner Hughes, the extra hitter tonight. Just a hair early. Third base umpire Paul Ullman on the mark. And back down the third baseline. This time it's a fair ball. Throw across the diamond. No tag applied by Prime on Hughes. Boy, Danny Hosley would have been one of the best plays we've seen from a third baseman all year. Just couldn't keep Prime on first base.
I mean, we know Hosley's range over at third base is tremendous. I mean, he keeps that from being an extra base hit for Tyner Hughes. And quite interesting, honestly, that Prime tried to swipe a tag on Hughes rather than possibly scramble to the bag, but obviously a play that develops so quickly, you don't really have much time to think about what you would rather do in that situation.
Here's Patrick Baggett. Switch hitter behind 0-2. Of course, he has to look out for the 5-pitch mix from Ryan Kellogg, one of the funkiest arms in Banana Land. This could be 2. Cox between the legs, behind the back, flip to Olsen for 1. Baggett runs like the very wind itself. Saw that on display Friday night with an easy triple after he laced the ball to right center. Here it'll be a fielder's choice and another trick play for Cox.
Yeah, nice and easy for Coxie between the legs and a behind the back feed. 2 tricks for the price of 1. The Bananas grab the lead out. And now Chatagnier blasts this one in the air to deep left field. And it's the second home run of the season for the 2022 national champion at Ole Miss.
Peyton Chatagnier has seen 2 pitches tonight. He laced a single to left his first time. Now he blasts the ball out. A 2-run shot. And the visitors with an excellent response after the Nanners won the second inning. Another look. Short and quick to the ball. And Peyton knew it.
We said that these guys were going to come out firing on all cylinders, and obviously that kind of stuff starts with the guy at the top of the order. Chatagnier hacking at each of the first 2 pitches, and already 2 knocks, and this one the biggest of the game for the V's.
As you can see, the rain coming down with some force now as we got a 3-0 count on Jordan Brewer, and Ryan Kellogg trying to dry off his hand and the banana ball. Battle between former minor leaguers. Brewer will take 4 straight out of the zone. That is not what you're used to seeing from Kellogg, whose key strength is his control and ability to manipulate the banana ball with his plethora of different changeups and breaking balls. Certainly the rain coming down not helping Ryan Kellogg, and now Milton Reeves with a signature walk-up. Hey, there was 4 visitors behind him. Now that was walk-up domination from the V's. mean, Dalton Reeves proving he can be the leading man in a banana ball walk-up. Wilson, Hoffman, Fontenot, and Allen, terrific as his supporting cast. Ball and a strike on the visitors' backstop, who hit the ball well his first time. Just straight to Jackson Olsen, started a 4-6-3 double play. Down to a knee. 1-2 count. Just able to get a piece of it. Chopper off the glove of Prime, deflects to Olsen. He will shovel it over to Corral just in time. Head first dive from Reeves. A hair late. Heck of a play by the grade 8 to clean that up.
And you see Kellogg clapping at Olsen and Corral Prime as well. Really nice adjustments made. Olsen scrambling over to field the deflection off of Prime's glove. And Prime, noticing Olsen was there, gets back to the bag quickly enough.
Oh my goodness! A rainmaker from Ashby Vining. Dead central. His third home run in his 5th banana ball game.
I mean, it's just getting absurd for one of the visitors' Bash Bros here in 2025. Vining impressing with his pop at the plate. And I think there were some people who honestly weren't expecting this much power in the bat of Ashby Vining, but he has certainly proven that he deserves to be on a banana ball team come 2026.
Unbelievable performance from the kid out of St. Peter's. Sliding stop, Jackson Olsen, flip under the leg in time to take care of Grady Morgan. But the damage done. A pair of 2-run shots. First Chatanier, then Vining, and a 4 spot for the visitors in the 3rd. They've got a great chance to tie this game in the all-important points department. Let's get it down to Julie.
There are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating Miss Whitney. Miss Whitney was in foster care for 8 years until she aged out of care at the age of 21. She decided that she wanted to make a difference, and so she created a nonprofit that would support teens also aging out of care. Right here in Savannah, she has helped over 500 children and teens in our community. Fans, please help us celebrate Whitney and her family for making a difference right here in Savannah.
Another huge shout out to Miss Whitney, making a really positive impact on the foster care community here in Savannah. And as you can see, Mother Nature continues to wreak havoc on us this weekend. The rain still falling on Grayson Stadium. The boys playing through it.
Obviously, it didn't make things easy for Ryan Kellogg. Now, Connor Harris, the first man out of the pen for the visitors, gets put to the test. Tail of the tape on Harris. He is a 6'8" right-hander who finished 5th in the country in strikeout to walk ratio in 2025 while pitching at Winthrop University.
He started at George Washington. He said that was the only D1 offer he got coming out of Avon High School in Avon, Connecticut. Fun fact, He grew up just a couple minutes down the road from Avon Old Farms, which is Mark Smith's high school. They never met until Banana Land, and now Jackson Olsen. Welcome to Banana Land. Got the signature walk-up in the top of the third and then gets to star alongside Jackson Olsen in the last of the third. Jackie holding down the 10 hole, so DR Meadows in the top, lurking. Well, the Nanners need 3 guys to reach before they can think about tying this inning. Connor Harris, a flamethrower, sits 92 to 94 with the gas. Steady diet of fastballs so far for Jackie. We're working a knuckle curve, which acts as a 12-6 bender, and then a kick change as well. Just added the kick change early on this past year at Winthrop.
Well, that's one of the pitches that's kind of been taking over Major League Baseball. One of those interesting variations are kind of flicking your pinky at the end of throwing that pitch to get different spin on the ball, and obviously coming out of the hand a lot slower. Now 2-2 on Olsen. He may try and throw that right here.
Fastball. Hit it if you can. Connor Harris with the cheese right by Olsen. Another look at the strikeout. It's such a chaotic approach to pitching. All arms and legs, herky-jerky. It induces the pop-up from DR Meadows into a tip drill. Oh, no. Patrick Baggett not able to haul it in, and DR's going to end up all the way at third base on the trick play missed.
Yeah, Meadows hardly ever stopped hustling, stuttered for a second thinking he might only get 2 bases. Saw the visitors just continuing to hold the banana ball, got an extra base as well. So something that the Bananas truly needed, and certainly a tough break for Patrick Baggett over at second base.
Kyle Jackson fouls this one towards the kid zone. He singled his first time. Great battle between KJ and Brett Sanchez. Went to a full count. Of course, the pride of Bowling Green, Ohio emerged victorious. That ball is blasted. Dead center field. On the run, Grady Morgan. Robbery. Takes extra bases away from KJ. It will be a long sac fly. DR Meadows could cartwheel home. Instead, he'll decide to jog as the Nanners now trail by 3 runs in the third.
Woo! And the way Kyle Jackson reacted in the crowd as well, you would have thought that was going to sail over the center field wall. Instead, a very loud out, an impressive play, and a run home for the Bananas as Oberst takes the first pitch.
Unearned, of course. Should have been a 1-2-3 inning now for Connor Harris with the trick play missed. And that leads to the run scoring. 1-1 now on Dan Oberst. Of course, we pride ourselves in bringing in the best human beings in the world. Connor Harris certainly qualifies, and he is able to earn a point for the visitors right here. A 2025 finalist for the Tony Gwynn Award, which honors athletes who excel on the field and are active in the community. Only 9 guys get nominated across Division I baseball. Connor Harris, one of those 9, and he has tied this game.
Doing it on and off the field, and now has earned points in each of his first 2 career banana ball outings.
Let's get it on down to Rad Bob.
All right, boys, here are the rules. You're gonna dance, strut your stuff down there one by one, and then do your best dive into the pool, and we, the crowd, are gonna choose the winners. All right, you're up first, buddy. You ready? All right, give it to him. All right, little gritty, not bad, not bad. I don't know what that is, but not bad. Oh my gosh, he's going for the cartwheel. Oh! What a splash. Uh-oh. Jay is putting the Crocs in the sports mode, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see what you got. Goggles down here. All right, not bad, not bad. Okay, and the work. Woo! No way, no way, no way! Oh my gosh, what a mess. All right, right over here. All right, was it Josh? All right, it was your winner, Jay. Give up your winner, Jay.
Impressive work from both contestants. And the dad bod diving comp, and now Gage Voorhees, a 2024 visitor who finished up last year's tour on the Firefighters, now is back with the Bananas after starting his career as a 2022 collegiate now.
Well, we mentioned sub-2-minute innings earlier in the night. Gage Voorhees has 6 of them this season for the Savannah Bananas, and he's improved his speed as the tour has gone on as he gets the pop-up in foul territory. Jones Jr. chases after it and camps under it for the first out here in the 4th inning.
Nice evasive maneuvers, not colliding with Brett Allen, who's a spectator. Ended up getting a front row seat to the putout. Now Lucas Cook digs in. Struck out his first time. Big swing and a miss on the changeup from Voorhees. His least favorite pitch, as he told me. Going through some visitors' highlights from last year. Threw it up on the social medias today. Always fun getting to hear Gage. Very bright mind. Talking through strikeouts of Dustin Baber and Taj Porter. Taj ended up getting him with a home run in Cincinnati this year. Nice job on the 360 pirouette pitch by Cook to spoil it.
Well, this is what you still get out of Gage Voorhees. Fun, entertainment, some unique moves. Now a stutter step on the 2-2 offering, and Cook rips it right up the middle. It's a 1-out single for the visitors' 3rd baseman tonight.
We shouldn't be surprised. That's his 6th hit, which is just one behind Ashby Vining for the team lead. This guy hit 385 at Purdue this past spring. Really impressive final year of college ball, dominating in the Big Ten. Now J.D. Urso, who grounded out to 3rd his first time. It's been a low strike zone tonight. Saw evident on the first strike call here on Urso. Off the end of the bat, and the 2025 D2 national champ into a sideways cartwheel flip from DR Meadows. He'll fire it behind Cook. Gets back just ahead of time.
I have a hard time ruling that a trick play, to be honest with you. I don't think he was into the motion of a cartwheel, really.
I don't disagree. That ball smashed, but foul by Tyner Hughes.
You always look for these players in the outfield to already be into the motion of a flip, a cartwheel, whatever it may be, before the ball is coming into the glove, and I think it was just too close there for DR Meadows as this one lined off the bat of Tyner Hughes past both Danny Hosley and Ryan Cox, and it winds up another knock in the inning for the visitors.
Back-to-back innings with a single for Tyner. He's 2 for 2. Doubles his hit total on the tour. Pushes Cook up to 2nd. And now Patrick Baggett digs in. Reached on a fielder's choice. Scored on the Chatanier home run. Chopper grabbed by KJ over at 1st. He has trouble getting it between the legs. Flips it to Voorhees. Between the legs to the bare hand. Able to salvage the play as Gage strands a pair.
Just when you thought he wasn't going to wind up with another trick play at first base this season for the Bananas, Kyle Jackson at the last second goes desperation through the legs with Voorhees on the bag to help throw up a blank inning in the 4th. And now it is time for a banana ball tradition. It's Hey Baby time.
For a great, big, important tradition here in Banana Land. I need you to get your hands up in the air, because it's time for a little Hey Baby. Here we go. Clap it out. There we go. And I want you to sing, ladies and gentlemen. You've been waiting 4 days for this game, so give me those voices. Come on, I know y'all can be louder than that. Let's go. Keep clapping, we're gonna shuffle it out. All right, get ready, Savannah. Let's get loud again. Come on, one more time, get loud. Oh, y'all did a wonderful job. Make some noise and let's go, Banana!
Wonderful to get to watch the full capacity crowd. Hey baby here in Grayson, and what a sight for sore eyes. The kid out of Littleton, Colorado, Garrett DeClue on the mound at the bottom of the fourth.
Spent last season with the Party Animals and the Firefighters, posting a 1-1 record, 4.06 minutes per inning mark, and 15 2/3 innings pitched. The big struggle for Garrett DeClue. He had 19 ball four sprints allowed, only 8 strikeouts in 2024. And he will try and be in the zone tonight against the Savannah Bananas. Confidence has always been the biggest thing for DeClue. He's just got to believe he's got the best stuff out of anybody on the pitcher's mound.
And he can when he's dialed in. DeClue's nasty. Maceo Harrison taking over at first base, and 2 pitches into DeClue's outing. Boy, he induced the out. Ball slips under the glove of Baggett, and it'll be an E4. I'd wager he was thinking about the trick play, still looking for his first. Can't assume that, though. So the Niners gifted the inning-winning run on first base. DeClue's got to bear down, try and pick up his defense. Here comes Ryan Cox. It's been so great to have DeClue back in Banana Land. With Fisher Polydorov, they have been a dynamic duo. Singing out on the Party Plaza, singing during all of our rain delays this weekend. They were built for each other. To Cook, to second, back it over to first. Scoop from Urso. The visitors go around the horn and get the double play for DeClue.
And it's the pick at first base from J.D. Urso that might be the most impressive aspect of that double play. Just what Garrett DeClue and the visitors needed. And J.D. Urso played all 4 infield positions across his collegiate career, actually spent the least amount of time at first base, but made a real pro play right there.
We're waiting for Correll Prime to come up to the dish. Garrett DeClue induces the grounder, able to pick up his second baseman. Great to see Baggett at the middle of that double play as well. And it looks like Ty Jackson might get a pinch hit opportunity here. Prime was in the bullpen warming up. Confusion all over the Bananas side. Allows us to wax poetic a little bit more about Garrett. Talking about what he can be at his peak. In 2022, he was the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate Pitcher of the Year. Threw 2 no-hitters. Not 1, but 2 no-hitters for the Xenia Scouts. I mean, when he's dialed in, he's so funky and deceptive on the bump.
And he's a man who introduced something completely brand new to Banana Ball. The first guy to be able to rip a backflip and throw strikes out there on the pitcher's mound. We obviously haven't seen that yet tonight for the visitors. But Garrett DeClue, obviously super talented, and was 15-0 in 3 years at the University of the Cumberlands.
Well, good things come to those who wait. We finally get our third batter. Here in the bottom of the fourth, Ty Jackson. Hitting in the spot of Prime, who is indeed was in the pen. Now he's been replaced out there by Jared Donaldson. The 2024 visitor at the dish. Tie 2 fly. Behind 1 and 2. 2-2 count. I apologize. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Paint from DeClue, flipping off the bump. A wonderful inning thrown by the southpaw.
10-pitch inning for Garrett DeClue. Awfully efficient and all done in 2 minutes and 12 seconds for the left-hander, vying to be a part of Banana Ball once again come 2026.
Anybody who has been his teammate will tell you he's one of the best human beings on planet Earth. He is a locker room guy through and through, just beloved by everybody.
And it's how he earned the nickname DeGlue.
That's right. Oh, the party animals were distraught when he got sent to the firefighters. Can't wait to see where he ends up next. And as we head to the 5th inning, a 1-1 game, we welcome in the visitors' head coach, Mark Crocco. Down there somewhere. Hey, Crocco, how you doing tonight, my friend?
Great, Binko, Josh. Great to be with you guys tonight. The energy is palpable here at Grayson. And what a great thing to see Garrett DeClue right there, the glue. I love it. Team guy through and through. It just feels like family tonight, gentlemen.
Croc, talk to me about what this game means, because obviously you guys were robbed of a game by Mother Nature. You said this is a team game tonight to me earlier before this ball game.
Yeah, we've been with these guys obviously for 6 weeks, and you know, I think one thing that stands out the most about this year's visitors is that they are a team. They are in love with each other, and you know, that's a trickle down from the top. You know, Jesse, Miss Emily, the Bananas, Tyler Gillum. I mean, I can go on and on. It is extensions of this baseball family, overflow of the love that's here in Banana Land, and we're all honored to be a part of it and just humbled to add to something that has been just amazing in and throughout the last few years. So we are having an absolute blast tonight.
Now, Coach, what has been your favorite, or what has been the most rewarding part of getting to lead this squad across the last 6 weeks?
Just watching their growth, guys. You know, seeing these guys every day engage with the fans, and you know, the opportunities that we have on a daily basis to give back to the community has been tremendous.
KJ trying to go behind the back, I think out of the corner of his eye, saw Peyton Chatonier creeping towards him, got a little spooked. That's rare you see KJ Bufa behind the back trick play. How about your shortstop, man? 2 for 2 with a single and his 2nd homer across this 5-game stretch. I mean, this is a guy who belongs in Banana Land.
Oh, there's no question. P's got the look. He's a servant leader every day, has been really our leader on and off the field every day, and has really played with joy the whole time that he's been here. And I think the overflow of that has been those moments, and seeing him front and back flip going into home plate and, you know, embracing those moments. He's got the look, guys. He's going to be around for a long time.
Goes down swinging, nasty slider from Correll Prime to start his outing.
We got a V's alum on the mound, and Prime has been an unbelievable asset for these guys. He's come and spoke to the players a couple times, and just that wonderful presence as well. So the lineage with the V's up has been outstanding as well. We have felt the love the entire time that we've been here, and Prime's been one of those guys.
You love to hear it. A ball and a strike now on Jordan Brewer, another one of your Bash Bros. A single and a ball for a sprint, a run scored tonight, just continues his terrific 5 games, make it 2 for 2. Former minor leaguer on former minor leaguer crime, and tremendous individuals like Brewer and all over this squad. But talk about these guys, this is a family, this is a team, and it all started with your first day here. The guys were playing ball out on Tybee.
Yeah, the first thing I wanted to do, I wanted to make sure that it had nothing to do with them competing for spots. It had everything to do with building the heartbeat of this team. And we were able to do that on a beautiful sunny morning down at Tybee Island on the beach, and you know, really set the tone for these guys on and off the field to just be in that love space that we talk about. You know, we want these guys to fall back in love with this game like they're 12 years old again, and that was our platform to kick this thing off.
Well, we obviously know these guys are an extremely talented bunch. Focusing on this weekend, obviously the weather's created some adversity for your team and the Bananas alike. Have there been any standout fans first moments? These visitors have been doing a ton with the fans throughout the past couple of days.
Oh, there are so many I couldn't even begin to tell you, but you know, the true litmus test, I believe, is when, you know, a college or a pro player may not get what they want, whether it's a result in a game or losing, quote unquote, a game. This group was unfazed last night. They were out here serving at 8:30 this morning, jerseys on, with all these campers that are here, the tournament group that was here for Banana Ball U, and watching them bring the juice this morning after what could have been a letdown for them losing a game last night, they showed back up and really kept the main thing, and it's really all about these fans and these young men that are coming up. Watching these guys play tonight, couldn't be more proud of them.
Well, the battle between Reeves and Prime, it ends up with Dalton being plunked. He's going to end up with a hard 90. Yeah, we're calling a dead ball on that. Would have been ball 4. That's actually really important in Banana Ball. If it's ball 4, then you get a sprint on a wild pitch. Brewer could have easily scored from first. Instead, he just moves up to second.
Well,
Reeves takes his spot.
You got Vining in the box here. I think he's just kind of waiting on Ashby to have another great at bat. Who's been great for us. Got a little firewood here, boys.
Broken bat. Ryan Cox has trouble trying to whip that thing between the legs. Send that thing up to Socrates. My dad would love to throw it on the wood pile.
Way to be heads up, bro. You got a little wood right there, buddy. We're on with Biko and Josh right here. You got anything for the boys up top?
Hey, fellas, how we doing up there?
Tremendous, Jordan. Now Grady Morgan with the bases juiced.
Longest home run in college baseball a couple years ago. His claim to fame. And Grady Morgan is our bandana bandit. He's been giving out bandanas to all the young kids around here, and he's got some soldiers in the house tonight.
Yeah, 515-foot bomb is not a cheapie. Morgan swinging for the fences there, will come up empty. A big, and I mean big, strikeout for Correll Prime with the bases loaded. Coach, obviously, this team has hit the ball awfully well. They've impressed with some of their trick plays. What have all of those defensive practices looked like for your team?
I think the biggest thing in Banana Ball, and obviously Coach Gillum has done a great job of setting the narrative to not be afraid to make a mistake. Because, you know, until you kind of get that fear of making a mistake out, you know, you can't go make plays, right? So we've set that tone and, you know, allowed these guys to continue to just have grace in them being out here and having fun and learning this game, because, you know, I always say it, baseball's like golf. You got to play to get better, and Banana Ball is the same thing. You got to get games under your belt. You got to go have experiences, and as they've continued to learn and grow, I look back on these games, and they've taken strides significantly. So they're getting better every day. We wish we had another month or two, but we're not here for a long time, but we're here for a good time.
I share that sentiment. I would like the visitors to officially be the 5th team in Banana Ball. Something's got to happen. 3-2 with the bases loaded, and it's low. Brian Dancero earns the sprint. Brewer's home. Reeves right behind him. Here comes Bunting.
He's going.
The throw, no throw from Rack.
Big Ash got the wheels tonight. The big man getting going right there. I love it. He's got to flash that good hair to everybody as well. I vicariously lived through Ashby Vining with that flow, Big. So, but I do got to let the listeners know, I got some highlights from the year, but there was a young man by the name of Biko up top that stole a base on Ashby earlier in the early work here, showed up to the ballpark and jumped in, gave him a helmet, and went and stole a base against Ashby Vining. So I got to make sure I praise that to the community here, because that was electric, my guys.
Oh, I appreciate it, Croc. Stole the bag on the pitcher. Vining really didn't have a chance. Dalton Malden's going to grab the trick play, glove flip under the leg to Cox, but the damage done. Dancero with 3 stakes. The 2-out sprint, bringing home everybody. And your visitors, Coach, have a great chance to jump ahead into this game now.
Yeah, we are. It's a team night. You're going to see some new arms the rest of the way. And Biko, Josh, man, I cannot thank you guys enough for what you do. Professionals up there, the joy you guys always go at this thing with is infectious. And we want you guys to know we appreciate you so much tonight.
Right back at you, Crocco. You're a legend. Thank you so much for joining us and all the insight. It was awesome.
You're the best. V's up. Love you guys.
You're the man, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way.
So much, Josh.
V's up. Let's get it down to beat the heat.
Yet across the finish line, but whoever loses gets doused with a great big bucket of water. This is Beat the Heat. Fisher, we're giving you a little bit of a head start, so on your mark, get set, go. Oh, Heat, you better lock in and go. There goes the Heat. And they're off, ladies and gentlemen. Fisher's running in hard. Oh, I don't know if the Heat can get there. He passes him just in time. Fisher was not able to beat the Heat tonight, so he gets a great big bucket of water for taking the L. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Beat the Heat.
I think Flash should just go to that all the time. I think that should just be the hairdo. Bradley Wilson, the new man on the mound. Another alum of West Lawrence High School. Before any high school in the country has 2 banana ball players, West Lawrence has 3.
Played at South Georgia College, Mississippi State, and Georgia College and State University. Wilson, an 18-10 collegiate record, and was 9-2 this past season at Georgia College with a 2.50 earned run average. As he set a new single season high in strikeouts with 61, and was named the 2025 Peach Belt Conference Pitcher of the Year.
He was a freshman at West Lawrence High School when Nolan Daniel was a senior, but they grew up together, going back to Little League. Bradley Wilson, Nolan Daniel like brothers, and they both grew up watching Bill Leroy get it done. Here comes Robert Anthony Cruz. Cruz. What an unbelievable job.
Take notes, man. You can do that at your wedding.
Yeah. Oh, screen recorded, send it to Warren. Rack and Gigi inspiring. And then a howitzer out to right. It's going to make it to the wall. Rack juiced up after the walk-up dance with his wife and teammates. Keeps boogieing on second base.
That's an adjustment that banana ball rookies have to make. Obviously, it's a pretty long time for Bradley Wilson to wait for Robert Anthony Cruz to be ready in that left-handed batter's box. And on the second pitch, Rack swinging hard like he has all season long and collecting another extra base hit.
Wilson has some wiggle room here thanks to the 3 RBI sprint from Brian Dancero in the top of the 5th. He's got 3 runs to work with and now only needs to get 2 more outs. Lucas Cook takes care of EJ in foul territory. It will be Danny Hosley, the reason why the Nanners have a point tonight. Lined out to center field in the second. And it was good for a walk-off sacrifice fly with Flash racing in to score his team-leading 44th run on the year. Ball and a strike on Danny Do-It-All. And back up the middle, Hosley with the knock. Cruz is getting the wave around from Fox. Morgan showing off the gun. Didn't have a chance to gun down Rack. And an RBI single. Now, Nanners get to bring the inning-tying run to the dish.
It's been a really nice night so far for Danny Hosley. Coming away with a trick play in tonight's game, a sacrifice fly, now an RBI single up the middle, and despite a pretty wide turn from Robert Anthony Cruz around that third base bag, he's still able to get in ahead of that throw from Grady Morgan.
going to be Dalton Malden, it looks like, swinging it for Jackson Olsen. Unfortunately, I think he was supposed to have a boat. I don't know what happened to the boat. Maybe a cart that was going to drive it died.
Do you think the boat got flooded tonight?
I wouldn't doubt it. Dalton coming in with KJ. They've got fishing poles for a walk-up that was going to be awesome. But now the songbird of our generation takes his practice swings with his own song blaring through Grayson Stadium.
Stay tuned, Banana Nation.
I would wager it's going to happen tonight. I mean, this is as excited as I've been for a walk-up all year. I'm really going to guess that, like, the engine's flooded on our gator over there. It's supposed to be the power for our boat. Dalton to center field. Morgan there to grab the looping liner. 2 down. So now D.R. Meadows back at the top of the order, represents the inning tying run. Not known to be a home run threat, but last Sunday climbed the green monster. The walk-off homer, it's not gonna leave the yard here. Peyton Chatagnier grabs another trick play, whipping it between the legs for the fielder's choice. And the visitors pull ahead. They lead 2-1 after 5.
First lead for the visitors in this series here in Savannah. And now it's time to see if the Bananas player dance can possibly inspire a rally the rest of the way tonight.
Maceo, unbelievable as per usual. Flash, big arch is nasty, terrific with him. And now Jared Donaldson out of the pen for the Nanners as we head to our 6th inning.
20th time Jared Donaldson's taken the mound for the Savannah Bananas. 5 of his last 7 relief outings have been scoreless. And the right-hander has 12 strikeouts in his last 12 and a third innings pitched. And will try and set down tonight's Dunkin' Donuts batter. It won't come be a K, but it will be a second trick play on the night for Dalton Malden, and it's come on each of the last 2 outs for the Bananas.
Yeah, that was a doozy. Got a fielder's choice. Glove flip between the legs to end the top of the 5th inning. Now he goes around the world. That's one of the better trick plays you'll ever see from an infielder. And how fun is this? I mean, you got the 2022 Peach Belt Pitcher of the Year on the mound. He takes over after Bradley Wilson, the 2025 Peach Belt Pitcher of the Year. Just earned the point for the visitors. Tip drill, KJ to a sliding Bill Leroy. Kyle Jackson earns the trick play there.
And he pointed at Bill Leroy. He let Bill know really early that he was going to wind up with the tip on that play. And you see Leroy, ever the showman, able to slide down and complete the out and get his third baseman a trick play.
2 quick outs here for Jared Donaldson. Now Patrick Baggett, the second baseman, turns around to hit from the left side for the first time tonight. Not fazed by the fastball behind his derriere. See if he is by Bill Leroy going through the legs. He's taking it in stride. Looks like he's ready to ride the bull down at Saddlebags. And that splitter is filthy. Baggett doesn't pull the trigger on it. Ball and a strike on him. And a splitter once again. Floats in there, getting the top of the zone. Johnny, funky footwork. Swing and a miss, back to the split. Disgusting stuff, front flipping off the field. Donaldson continues to be fantastic out of the pen.
That is Jared Donaldson's 15th career, sub 2-minute inning, 143 on the dot, and it comes with the strikeout there of Patrick Baggett.
Another look at the splitter. I mean, that is unfair. Golly. Well, we salute all the service members, both past and present, here in historic Grayson Stadium. Pass that on to everybody watching with us here on the Bananas YouTube channel. Sunday night Banana Ball. The first Sunday night game in Banana Ball history, if I'm not mistaken, Josh.
Checks out for me.
Yeah. We've had 1 p.m. starts. We've had 3:30 p.m. starts. But thanks to the rain, we get to go head-to-head with Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN. And joining us on the call, none other than former Houston Astros minor leaguer and a young star on this visitor squad, Jordan Brewer. Thanks for joining us, man.
I lost you.
Oh, he lost us, just like that.
I lost you guys.
He was here and now he's gone.
I lost you guys.
He was here for a good time, not a long time, just like the rest of the squad.
Poetic, my friend. That's beautiful.
All right, well, Jordan, bark 3 times if you can hear us at any point during the inning. He's going to fiddle with the technology. And while he does that, a fellow former minor leaguer on the mound. Yeah, we got you.
I got you, baby.
How'd you do it?
Come on now.
Man. Yeah, I mean, just an unbelievable athlete, but add technical support to the resume as well.
Just a little bit, just a little bit.
Have you ever worked in IT?
I have not, but I was actually a film major at University of Michigan.
Yep, it all makes sense now.
Well, I mean, there's only one chord, so I was like, okay. I got to figure this out.
Thank you so much for joining us, man. Talk about what this visitor's experience has been like for you.
Man, it is truly unbelievable. I can't even express the feelings and like how warm my heart is. Just from coming from pro ball is just so individualized and everything, and then coming here, we're a family, you know. I only know these guys for 6 weeks now, and my 2 roommates, I'm already like considering those are my uncles. those guys are gonna be my uncles to my baby girl coming here soon. So it's like it's truly amazing to see the amount of growth we've had in 6 weeks.
It warms the heart to hear right there. And now Tyler Hoffman, fellow former minor leaguer, proud of Mobile, Alabama, comes to Banana Land after 3 years in the Rockies organization.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's like I've talked to him before. I remember our first practice and scrimmage. They threw pins, and we were using the clock and everything, see how fast they can work. And he's like, man, I tell you what, this is so different. And I could tell he was a pro guy too, just the way his mechanics are. And I was like, dude, maybe if you just lighten up a little bit, because I know he can throw flames. And he's like, yeah, we can work on it. And so you'll see him tonight. He'll casually start working into it and being nice and calm, which is it's great to see him on 3 balls. Here we go. Oh boy.
Can't find the zone against KJ. Now Jordan's got to race in.
Oh boy.
All 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher have to touch the ball before it's live. And Jordan is that 7th guy. He's finally going to get it from Benji Greer. KJ beats the rap.
Jordan, how have the adjustments to Banana Ball gone for you? What is it like to work on the ball 4 sprint defense for the first time and even be up to the plate with music blaring in the background?
Oh, I know. Let's see if I can back out of that. We're ready. I'm not getting that one. JD, I need that. You gotta show it. Oh. I'm just glad we got a game in, huh?
Oh my goodness, you're telling us.
It's been crazy. Here we go.
Craziest weather of the year, and of course with the squad that only gets 6 games.
Right? But we're good though. We handle adversity well.
No doubt about that. You guys have a 2-1 lead.
So we hold on to it here.
Yeah, the winning run in scoring position. 2-1 from Hoffman. Bounced foul. Good job able to get back in the count.
Here we go, Hoff. AJ tags, if it's it to me, he's gone. Just FYI, guys.
Time to show off the chooch.
Yeah, haven't done it in a while. Oh, I want an inside-out one.
This is where banana ball is so tough on pitchers. Ball 4 loses the inning for you guys.
We're gonna cheat way in right here. Yeah, he's gonna swing. Oh yeah, here we go, here we go.
Yanked outside, Kyle Jackson is going to score easily from second base. And it just always seems to be the case. When you get a mic on somebody, it's one of the quickest innings of the night.
That's not a bad thing, right? It's banana ball, baby.
Well, Jordan, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for being here and being a part of this. I know you're going to have a long and really fun banana ball career to follow.
For sure. Thank you, boys. We'll talk to you guys.
Thank you, Jordan. Killer campaign with the visitors.
There's just something so funny about that Malachi Mitchell-led run celebration. Well, it's 2-2 after 6, 3 innings to go. We are tied, and we'll get it on down to Fisher Polydoro.
We are never caught without our suitcases now. We have Tessa, Madeline, and Minna right here for the suitcase race. Now, ladies, I'm going to count you down. On your mark, get set, go! And they're off to the races, folks. This is an interesting one. We got a play-by-play down the line. There's Minna right there. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, it looks like they're stuck back here. Oh, she's got the technique down. She's got it. She's hopping like the Easter Bunny. Oh, boy. It's going to be a photo finish. And Yahtzee! The suitcase race. What a marvel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to all the contestants. Well done, ladies.
I really hope we get to see Fisher Polydorov in this game from a hitting or pitching standpoint, but awesome to get him impacting the show on the mic. Jared Donaldson will be out for another inning of relief. Just a couple ground balls, both of them trick plays. Finished off his 1-2-3 frame with a strikeout. Now he's got the top of the order. Peyton Chatagnier, Jordan Brewer fresh off the mic, and Dalton Reeves. 3 really powerful bats. Boy, that just misses. Slow tapper. Chatagnier can run. Oh, KJ, that would have been an insane trick play. Leaping barehanded between the legs. Just lost the handle on a wet night here in Grayson.
Love the effort there from Kyle Jackson, trying to make something really special occur for the fans here in the late stages of the ball game. And I think you can allow yourselves to try a play like that because there's no one on, and you know Jared Donaldson is throwing very well and continuing to induce trick plays. DR Meadows able to land number 97. That time you saw him going into the motion of the flip prior to his catch.
That ball was smashed by Jordan Brewer, who is now 2 for 3 on the night with the sprint, but a perfect 4 for 4 in quality at bats. And Dalton Reeves, the backstop, digs in. Can't connect on the splitter. Chatagnier is going to steal second without a throw. And Bill Leroy was looking for a called strike, doesn't get it. Chopper towards EJ. He is going to whip it between the legs for the trick play. And Chatagnier is over to third with 2 outs now. Ashby Vining going tarps off. Jared Donaldson joining him. Vining 1 for 3. 2-run homer in the third. Donnie trying to put up another 0. You might get it. Cox between the legs, off the backhand, in time. And Donaldson with a pair of goose eggs, able to pick up his defense. Impressive work once again from the kid out of Albany, Georgia.
He just continues to be stellar out of the bullpen this season for the Savannah Bananas, getting his team right back into this ball game. And Coxie now up to 131 trick plays on the 2025 World Tour.
And that's his second of the ball game. Continues to boost his lead in the trick play department. And now Brock Terrio will take over on the mound. Didn't have a great weekend against the Party Animals in Louisville, but a really impressive resume. This past year, pitched in 3 games in the Pecos League for the Dublin Leprechauns. 3 complete games with an ERA below 2.
Yeah, he's got a really impressive resume, a fun guy. He's appeared in 11 games across 2019 and 2020 at Delgado Community College. And Terrio, a Louisiana native who actually was on season 11 of Swamp People with his good friend Aaron Lee. During Swamp People, he was the captain of his own boat, and on his first day as captain, caught a 400-pound gator.
Yeah, and a gator that bit him is on the mound with him right now. You can't see it on the camera. He's got a gator that bit him, and then Brock got the last laugh in that battle. I mean, we've got a lot of really interesting characters in Banana Land. Terrio might be the craziest of them all. Out of Houma, Louisiana, guy who owns his own construction company at 25 years old. He started it in 2020. And the company running itself back in Louisiana while he starts his banana ball career. Fastball on the outside corner, Therese Alexiadis. And we welcome Bananas head coach Tyler Gillum into the broadcast. Gilly, it's been a crazy week battling the rain constantly, and of course the second ever Banana Ball Youth Camp. How has it been for you guys down in the coaching world?
Boom, baby. What's up, guys? Hey, we're making it work right now, man. We've got some great people in-house. We're always looking to have, watch this bat. Whoop.
Look out!
Biko, you see that bat almost got me right there? Hey, babe. Hey, I tell you what, though, Banana Ball Youth Tournament, we battled some rain this weekend, but we've got some unbelievable people in-house, on the bus, taking care of fans, taking care of these youth players. We made it work. It was so unbelievably awesome. We had 700 kids on this field this morning taking one of the coolest pictures we've ever taken in Banana Land. It was special.
Now ball and a strike on Ryan Cox. Can't wait to see where these Banana Ball Youth Tournaments go in the future. I mean, Coxie is going to have...
Yeah, come on. Throw. Attaboy. Right here. Look at this. Look at this.
Patrick Baggett had a chance. Coxie's going to get to second.
Come on, baby.
A single, and he hustles.
Special right there, Biko.
Get an extra 90. You kidding me, Gilly?
Baby. Hey, that's some heads-up base running right there. That's finding a way. That's winning extra 90s right there. Come on, Coxie.
What's the official scoring decision here? Hustle double?
Come on, baby.
Play the game.
Come on, kid.
Maybe.
Okay.
Hey, find a way. Find a way or make one, boys. Green light special.
I'm circling single for now. I don't know. Would it be an error on Baggett? I mean, the ball just got away from him on a dive.
Yeah, I think we got probably what should go down.
Okay, terrific. Thanks for the scoring help, Gilly. Single and an E4. Bill Leroy at the dish. Tie game. Inning-winning run on second.
Ooh, one boy.
How cool is it, Coach, to have the guy here swinging it who's been with you since he came on a temp contract in 2018, and he shatters his bat, but continues to be as important a player as you've got?
Bill's the man, I'm telling you. Bill's the man. This dude has been with us since the beginning of this thing. 2018, when he came in as a temp player, he was only supposed to be here 10 days. And we always talk about being undeniable, doing all the little things. And I tell you what, boys, Bill Leroy has been the Prince of Banana Land for the last 8 years. He's a special human.
Robert Anthony Cruz lifts the first pitch he gets to the left side. Cook has it, and Brock Terrio bends but does not break. Strands Cox at third puts up a very important 0. We are still tied through 7. Gilly, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, boys, love you.
Love you too, Gilly. Tyler Gillum and the Bananas get to take on the Party Animals this coming weekend in Busch Stadium. The last time that the Bananas and Party Animals will do battle until a potential matchup in the Banana Ball World Tour Championship in October, but that is not guaranteed. This is potentially the last 2 games we're going to see between the Bananas and Party Animals this year. And hopefully we'll get a sheet race in St. Louis. We're guaranteed one right now. Light blue out in front, Navy just behind them, brown in 3rd place, yellow is struggling in 4th. Light blue dominant the whole way through. Undeniable. All 4 limbs in the sheet the whole way. That is a clean victory. Brown in 2nd, Navy in 3rd, and phenomenal effort from yellow crashing in with a 4th place.
I was not expecting you to fit that sheet race in. Unbelievable work. I know you love it. My heart was breaking for you too.
Oh man, I just, you can't deny a sheet race a call when they give you one. Kyle Perry, the new man on the mound, getting just about as close as we get to his hometown of Omaha, Nebraska, when we'll be in St. Louis this coming weekend.
This is just KP's 2nd time pitching since May 23rd, 2025 in Kansas City, as Perry had his appendix removed in California after experiencing an illness beginning at the end of that KC weekend. The lefty has a 1-1 record on the season, and he's impressed the most here in Grayson Stadium, a 3.68 earned run average across 14 2/3 innings pitched, and has 6 points earned in that span.
KP's got 5, 6, and 7 for the visitors here. Morgan, Dansereau, and Cook. Scratch that. Brady Morgan has been replaced by Benjamin Greer in center field. Takes over his spot in the 5-hole as well. Benji started the game as the designated runner, so that position in the order is now a moot point for Mark Crocco and the visitors. And as Croc said when he was mic'd up with us in the 5th, this is a team game, so he's going to try and get everybody in there for their last moment on this 6-week journey with the visitors. It all comes down to this, a tie game in the 8th inning against the Savannah Bananas. And Benji on a hop. KJ flips it to Cox, who whips it between the leg. EJ with the scoop. Remarkable double trick play. Eric Jones Jr. cleaning it up at the end.
And the Bananas have just been on an absolute heater across the last 3 innings. They're now up to 13 on the night. Greer slipped coming out of the batter's box, and it was the perfect opportunity for Jackson and Cox to collaborate there. And EJ, huge pick over there at first base.
That was an in-betweener. Tough one to pick up. He nails it. DR Meadows, backflip catch on a cloud hunter from Brian Dansereau. The trick plays coming in bunches now for the Nanners.
And DR 2 trick plays away from triple digits. You gotta hope that when he gets 100, it is on a backflip catch like that one that we just saw.
Excellent start for KP. Now he's waiting for Lucas Cook to appear. Booth. My goodness. This boy's gone too soon. We only have 2 innings left with him. Big swing and a miss after the specialty walk-up for Lucas Cook. Behind 0-2 now. Cook has been dynamite in his brief visitors career. 1 for 3 tonight. 6 for 16 on the year. A brief year that it is.
And the great thing about him, if he's to make a future Banana Ball squad, is you can kind of plug him at any position on the diamond. He's an above-average third baseman, second baseman, and played a lot of shortstop to finish up his college career.
Smashes that one deep out to left center. Rack's got it tracked down, and he's going to pull off a backflip catch. What a defensive inning for the Nanners. 3 outs on 4 trick plays. All of them were fantastic.
And it's an inning thrown from Kyle Perry in less than 3 minutes as well. The Backflip brothers getting in on some action, and the Bananas with 15 tonight.
Let's get it down to Princess Potassia for yellow.
We need everybody to get those cell phone flashlights out and their singing voices turned up loud. We are going to light up the night and sing a little yellow. Sing it loud, Savannah, Georgia. Be called. We love you so much, Banana Nation, and my friend Zena has something to say too.
What a special crowd on hand tonight. As we approach 10 p.m. Eastern, heading to the bottom of the 8th inning. Another game delayed by over an hour from rain and lightning. But here we are, tied in the last of the 8th. And what a spot for Casey Cobb. Spent 4 years in the Boston Red Sox minor league system, was in the Atlantic League with the Charleston Dirty Birds a year ago. Finds himself in a huge spot, trying to keep this game knotted at 2, going to our final inning where every run counts as a point.
Yeah, Cobb made it up to Double-A with Portland across his minor league career. He also spent time at Chattahoochee Valley Community College and the University of Alabama. And it was in 2020, he led all Alabama relief pitchers in innings before the season was cut short due to COVID. Had a 0.73 earned run average. That was good for top 10 in the SEC. And the season before that, he only allowed 1 home run across 40 2/3 innings pitched. He does a lot of things right. He's great at controlling his controllables out there on the pitcher's mound.
He's a 4-pitch guy, fastball, cutter, changeup, curve. Faces a fellow former minor leaguer, Eric Jones Jr. And right to the backstop, a good bounce for Dalton Reeves. Smart move by EJ, who has stolen first this year, not to take off there. And Casey rocking the pilot's hat, as well as the pin. He actually got his pilot's license last year. EJ a mile out to right, it's gonna end up hooking foul. Friend in Charleston during his time with the Dirty Birds. His whole family were pilots. They took Casey on a discovery flight. He loved it. Took him 3 months to get his license, although he still can't fly in clouds. That's the next level up. But a clear day, that guy gets in the Cessna 172 and will soar all over the place. Plans on becoming a commercial pilot when his baseball, banana ball career is over. Make Nathan Fielder proud.
Just got some evanescence blasting up there.
Well, he's great with communication, so he's one of Nathan's guys. Pop up just on the edge of the outfield. Baggett puts it away for out number 1.
I thought we might see great communication right there. Baggett could have possibly communicated a tip over to Peyton Chatagnier, but in the late stage of this ball game with the visitors hanging in with the Savannah Bananas, they don't want to risk anything at the current moment and put Cobb in an uncomfortable spot with the leadoff man on.
Alex Ziegler will get a pinch hit opportunity for a second straight night. Fastball poured in there. Cobb sits 88 to 90 with the gas these days. Line drive, leaping grab, Chatagnier. A barrel from Ziggy, but a nice snag by the visitors' shortstop.
I'll tell you what, Peyton Chatagnier has truly done it all for the visitors in tonight's game. 2 knocks, a stolen base, and a handful of trick plays, and a great leaping catch here to rob Alex Ziegler of another knock this season.
Yeah, if the visitors can pull this out, Chatagnier, I would guess, will be the showman of the night. Ryan Cox and Kyle Jackson having phenomenal games on the Nanners side. If they can pull out the victory, we'll be duking it out for the honor. Fastball just misses. 2 balls and a strike on Jackie. Now 3-1. Every Nanner that steps up to the plate represents the game's go-ahead run. Olsen taking all the way. That is rare. Close pitch. Jackson Olsen earns his 3rd ball 4 sprint of 2025.
His first ball 4 sprint since February 22nd here in Grayson Stadium. That snaps a 34-game drought for Jackson Olsen.
Cobb did not miss by much. Pretty good looking offering. Doesn't get the call from Trey Hudson. And D.R. Meadows has to pirouette out of the way of a heater up and in. Nanner's order turns on its head. Excellent cut movement on the heater there to even up the count, and Cobb will fake a pickoff over there towards Flash. 2 now on the doctor. Malachi off, D.R. Meadows, a drive deep to left, leaping grab. Brian Dansereau. No, Tyner Hughes came in defensively for Dansereau. What a play by the defensive substitute. He sends us to the 9th, tied at 2.
Started tonight's game as the extra hitter, moves in defensively in the late stages, and might have made a game-winning play tonight for the visitors. Unbelievable leaping catch close to that wall. And now we find ourselves all even through 8 innings. And the 9th, always where things get very interesting in banana ball, as every run scored in the final inning counts as a point. And if this stalemate remains through 9 innings of play, we'll of course see showdown tiebreakers.
It's the bottom 3 in the order due to swing it for the visitors. J.D. Urso, Tyner Hughes straight off the great 8th inning saving catch, and then Patrick Baggett, the switch hitting second baseman. They have the distinct honor of getting to hit off one of the greatest pitchers in banana ball history. Danny Do-It-All getting the ball with this game tied in the 9th.
This is certainly the biggest test for the visitors offensively. Danny Hosley has 7 saves and 11 opportunities. This, of course, not one for Mr. Do-It-All, but he's got a 1.22 ERA plus, meaning he's 22% better than the tour average arm, and has struck out 25% of the batters he has faced here in Grayson Stadium this season. Now he will see if they can catch up or put the wood on his signature Vulcan changeup, which has become arguably the best pitch we have ever seen in banana ball history.
Even though it's the three guys at the bottom of the order, three great hitters for Mark Crocco. J.D. Urso, it'd be quicker to name all the accolades he didn't earn across his time at the University of Tampa compared to the ones that he did. That was 4-time All-Conference. He was an All-American this past year, third team. Set the team record for doubles in 2023. Long run, Alexiades sliding, can't grab it. And Urso will have an 0-1 count once he gets back to home plate.
This is a guy I certainly want batting in the 9th inning, even though he's in the 8th spot for me. He set a University of Tampa school record in 2023, reaching in 56 consecutive games. And the visitors have got to be hoping he can get on to lead off the top of the 9th for this team playing their final game of the year.
Can't connect on the Vulcan changeup. It's the best pitch in banana ball history. Now a 1-2. Right back to it, did he go? Vincent Chapman says no. He was dancing over at first base. Bananas dugout, apoplectic. Hosley didn't get the strikeout call. So another life for Urso. He gets another Vulcan changeup. He cannot connect. And Hosley starts his night on the mound with a K.
Well, that's the reason he's striking out 25% of batters here in Grayson Stadium. That pitch just falls off the table at the last minute. Urso down on strikes, and now it's Tyner Hughes who just made a game-saving play with the glove and will try and come away with a game-winning hit with the bat.
2 for 3 on the night. Can't connect on a center cut changeup. Tyner out of Gibson County, Tennessee. He's a 2024 inductee to the Gibson County Sports Hall of Fame. A legend of the area. Spent all 5 years of college in the Volunteer State, Dyersburg and then Cumberland.
And in that college career, Hughes averaged a home run just a hair over every 12 at-bats.
Another strikeout. Once again, the Vulcan changeup, the pitch of choice. And Hosley dicing. We're going to get a golden batter now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the visitors are invoking the golden batter rule. Hitting in the place of Patrick Baggett is the visitors' golden batter. Please welcome Jordan Brewer.
Visitors head coach Mark Crocco turning to a guy having a fantastic night. Brewer 2 for 3 with the sprint. The only time he's been retired was on a ball he tattooed to D.R. Meadows in center.
And he's played in big moments in his career. Obviously spent time in the Astros minor league system, but was playing in the national championship game in 2019 in the College World Series. But is already looking mighty uncomfortable against Danny Hosley, and behind in the count 0-2.
Fastball up, Brewer leaves it. Swing and a miss! Danny Hosley strikes out the side. All 3 Ks coming on the Vulcan changeup.
And first man out of the dugout to celebrate with them is his good friend Ty Jackson. That was utter dominance from Danny Do-It-All, and now the Bananas have an opportunity to claim a walk-off victory, possibly before showdowns.
Danny Hosley dominant. When he's at his best, he's the toughest man to hit in the sport. And now it's going to be Grant Besser, who earned the lone point for the visitors on the mound on Friday night with a scoreless 6th inning. And still is yet to allow an earned run in his young banana ball career.
It's the right man you want out of the pen for you. He was a 2022 first team All Suncoast Conference nominee, or selectee, I should say. as he posted a 1.28 earned run average that season at Florida Southwestern. While recording 6 saves, he pitched almost entirely out of the bullpen and was obviously in very high leverage spots for his squad.
He's coming off a spring at the Indiana Institute of Technology where he was first team all-conference. All 14 appearances were starts. He had a 3.23 ERA. Just a phenomenal pitcher everywhere he goes.
And he's versatile. That's what you've got to like about him. 55% of his games in college were out of the bullpen, but you mentioned he's also very capable of starting, so he knows how to handle both roles quite well.
It's the gauntlet, 2, 3, and 4, big boppers, as Besser jumps ahead of Kyle Jackson. Dan Oberst lurking on deck. Reese Alexiadis waiting in the hole. Swing and a miss. 0-2 count on KJ, who says, nice pitch, Grant. Besser, fastball, changeup, slurve. The circle change is his best pitch. The slurve bounced in there, count 2-2. KJ able to spoil a front door bender. The 2024 visitor at the plate. Trying to deal a killing blow. Payoff pitch coming from Besser. KJ fouls it off. Too close to take. He'll get another 3-2. Swing and a miss. There's the circle change. It was filthy. And Besser sits down Kajak.
And now Besser is going to come out of the ball game, and the visitors are going to put in Brett Allen from Newcastle, Australia, to get the matchup advantage against a righty Dan Oberst.
I love what Coach Crocco's doing over there on the visitors' side. Goes to the submariner, who floats the slider. He doesn't get the call. Good looking pitch. Nigel on his head, and goes back to the spinner. Fastball, slider, changeup. The fastball is petrol. The slider is the boomerang. The changeup is the down-under change. That is a rare, ugly swing and a miss from one of the best hitters in banana ball history. 1-2 to Oberst. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Donnie Allen does the job. Back handspring off the mound. And it looks like he is going to give way to C.J. Williams.
And it's going to be one of those rare opportunities where the visitors could strike out the side with 3 different guys on the pitcher's mound. 8 pitches it took for Besser, Allen able to do it in 4. And C.J. Williams, he struck out the side when he pitched on Friday night against the Nanners.
Yeah, Robert Anthony Cruz was the only man to reach against, and it was a jam shot infield single. He gets Reese Alexiadis. It's a 2-ball, no strike count. Williams struck out Cox, EJ, and Leroy on Friday night. 2-1 now on the 2023 Pioneer League MVP. Super Reese 0 for 3 on the evening. He has the only game-winning, out-of-the-park walk-off home run in Savannah Bananas banana ball history. Smokes that foul. 2-2 now.
And despite that walk-off blast from Reese Alexiadis, he finds himself just 2 for 14, batting in the 9th inning this season.
Swing and a miss! C.J. Williams gets the K. Besser, Allen, and Williams combined to strike out the side. We're going to showdowns.
Unbelievable from the visitors. Mark Crocco pulling all the strings the right way. And in their final game of 2025, the visitors are sending this game down to the wire in showdowns.
Welcome to the showdown!
Sets him down on 3 pitches. Fires it home. Just in time. One of the greatest catches in a round of showdowns in banana ball bonus banana ball in the final visitors game of 2025. Here in round one, it'll be Danny Hosley on the mound. Reese Alexiadis as his fielder. Can't wait to see who Coach Crocco is sending to the dish. If we get to round two, the fielder is removed. If we get to round three, the fielder's back and the bases are loaded. We'll keep running that situation until either side wins the game. If someone can put a ball over the fence, their team wins instantly. And it's Peyton Chatagnier, the favorite to win Showman of the Night if the visitors can pull this out.
We set the table well all night long for the visitors. It only makes sense that they keep it in his hands here to start round one of showdowns, as Hosley has 10 shutdowns in 18 opportunities this season.
Chatagnier 2 for 4 with a 2-run homer. One. Jam shot, Reese Alexiadis gobbles it up. And Danny Hosley with his tour-leading 11th showdown shutdown of 2025. Now the Nanners just need an inside the park home run to escape with another really tight victory against this visitor squad. The Bananas won 2-1 on Friday night. They only had 2 guys in scoring position all night long. They just happened to bring them both home with walk-off ball 4 sprints. And C.J. Williams, who struck out Reese Alexiadis, the lone batter he faced in the bottom of the 9th inning, to get us to showdowns, makes his showdowns debut.
All 4 of the outs he's recorded against the Savannah Bananas this weekend have come via the K. This is exactly what you are hoping for in your guy who's supposed to throw for you in showdowns. And it's going to be Tyner Hughes, the man set up behind him as the showdown defender.
Tyner, a phenomenal defender. Played all 9 positions last year in the Pioneer League for the Boise Hawks. Watched him play all 9 positions in a game for the visitors a couple weekends ago against the Party Animals.
He did that in the visitors' first game of the year against the Party Animals.
This is their 5th and final game. And it all comes down to this. Dan Oberst trying to end their season with a walk-off in showdowns. Big swing and a miss. Oberst 0 for 3 on the night. Had a walk-off ball 4 sprint in the 6th. That tied the game. We haven't had a score since. Swing and a miss on that nasty slider from Williams. No balls and 2 strikes. Chopper to the left side. Tyner Hughes on his horse. Oberst around first. Now around second when Tyner gets to the ball. Fires it home. C.J. Williams wasn't the cutoff man. Now he gets out there. Flips it in. And Danny O retired at the dish. We're going around 2.
Good piece from Dan Oberst, but the ball started to die out in left field. That allowed Tyner Hughes to catch up to it in time. And a guy capable of playing all 9 positions is able to have a perfect strike home as C.J. Williams moves just ever so slightly to flip that to Dalton Reeves and record the shutdown in round 1.
Well, it's a friendly reminder that this is the 49th game on the year for the Bananas. This is only the 5th game for the visitors. Instinct had kicked in for C.J. Williams. Ball to the outfield, guy coming home. He was behind Dalton Reeves to back up the throw home. Then he realized, oh my gosh, it's showdowns. Was able to get out there and toss that flip to Reeves that got the out.
Well, round 2 might be where the Bananas have an advantage. Hosley does not have a defender behind him in this round, but we've seen Danny Hosley play all 9 positions in just 1 inning for the Savannah Bananas. So if this ball trickles into the outfield, Hosley's got a good enough arm to fire a nice strike home to Bill Leroy.
Jordan Brewer's having a heck of a night. Looking for the finishing touch. And he gets 2 bases after being hit by the pitch. The plot thickens, makes it that much easier for the visitors to jump ahead. Brewer is the only man who can score a point for the visitors, so as soon as he touches home, whoever comes up to hit will not be able to score as well. But especially with no fielder, Brewer on second base means if you can get a ball to the outfield, it should be a foregone conclusion that the visitors will have a point here in round 2 of Showdowns. Dalton Reeves, the big key against the best strikeout pitcher in Banana Ball, is put the ball in play. It is a lot easier said than done.
And he's done that in all 3 of the plate appearances, or all 3 of his at-bats tonight. Of course, all of those balls have been hit on the ground. His 4th plate appearance, a hit by pitch. And the visitors, it looks like, just going for a matchup advantage, a lefty against a right-hander.
Dangerous spot to be in for Reeves, behind 0-2. Wow, that looked like it had the outside corner. Jordan Brewer should be sent back to second base. There's no advancing on wild pitches or pass balls in Showdowns, but none of the umpires are going to say anything about it. So Brewer's going to be at third now because of lack of rule knowledge from the guys down on the field. One, 2. Tap to Hosley. Oh my gosh. Danny Do-It-All able to induce soft enough contact with Brewer at third base. He's able to get the job done and hold the door.
Just when it looked like Hosley might collect the shutdown via a strikeout, he gets a perfect tapper right back to him, and you see the IQ of Danny Hosley. He doesn't even entertain the thought of going after Dalton Reeves. All that matters is Jordan Brewer flips that to Villeroy, and the tag applied as Brewer was forced to come to the plate.
Now to be C.J. Williams out on an island, the only man in the field for the visitors. We are still tied at 2. Williams was able to induce soft enough contact from Dan Oberst for Tyner Hughes, his fielder in round 1, to track it down and get the relay to Williams for the flip to Reeves to send this thing to our second round of Showdowns. Of course, his catcher was the man hitting it with Brewer on third in the first half of this round. So while he gets the gear back on, Williams getting loose, and Dalton, a quick change. Pit crew did well. And here we go. C.J. Williams against Kyle Jackson with the game on the line once again. Jack trying to put the final touch on a showman of the night performance. He needs to earn the Bananas a victory to get it done. Fouls the first pitch away. Peter just misses the outside corner. Clutch once again. He'll let his speed do the rest. Showing off the visitor's shirt under the Bananas jersey. The 2024 visitor walks it off, and the Nanners win it 3-2 after 2 rounds of Showdowns.
The man who started his career on Banana Ball's developmental team has truly blossomed into a Banana Ball superstar in 2025. and delivers the crushing blow to help the Savannah Bananas complete a 2-game sweep of the visitors in what was a really incredible finale to the developmental team season.
The visitors go down in a thriller here on Sunday night, the first ever Sunday night banana ball game. But win or lose, as always, V's up. Two phenomenal games between Banana Ball's developmental team and the sport's namesake, the main act. The visitors were fantastic competitors for the Nanners. A 2-1 victory Friday night, a 3-2 win here on Sunday evening. And for the first time in their 4-series history, the visitors have been swept, albeit Mother Nature played a hand.
Look, at the end of the day, think about these visitors. They hung in all weekend long against the Savannah Bananas, of course, taking them all the way to showdowns, but it was Kyle Jackson who was able to deliver the big blows for this team. Not only 1-for-1 in tonight's game, but obviously added on a handful of trick plays and secured the walk-off in round 2 of showdowns for the Bananas.
Yeah, KJ actually 1-for-2 on the night, a strikeout in the 9th inning, but still a superb game from Kyle Jackson, both with the glove and with the stick. That is what earning showman of the night is all about. And Kyle Jackson, hey, with the mug! KJ, you had it planned. You are the hero. How special was that?
Man, first of all, shout out the visitors, they're great dudes, great ball players. I'm going to see them soon. I'm just happy to have that moment and be right back to where I started, baby. Let's go!
KJ, how poetic is it for you, man, to start on this have started on this developmental squad a year ago and help your team extend what is now a 7-game winning streak?
Well, I'll say this isn't a scripted sport, but if you couldn't have scripted it any better. Being able to win it for the boys. I do it for the boys in yellow now. I started in gray, but I'm in yellow now, and I'm here to stay. So go Bananas, baby. Let's do it.
The visitor squad, magical last year. What do you have to say about this 2025 team? Because obviously 5 tremendous games from them.
They've got a lot of heart and a lot of talent, and they've got the world in front of them. These players are going to be here in the future, and I expect big things from every single one of them, and I hope they expect that of themselves too.
KJ, last weekend in Boston, Ryan Cox told me that the vibes in the locker room are as good as they have ever been this season.
I'd agree.
Describe what it's been like across this weekend playing against the visitors, and again, what this win means, not just to you, but the entire Banana squad.
This win is everything to us. You got a bunch of dudes who play for each other, and they play for the name on the front, not the back. And that's easy to be a teammate, and it's easy to have a lot of fun when you're doing that with your boys. To the visitors, playing those guys is like nothing you've ever experienced. It's the most fun. It's the most insane game you'll play. My boy, Ty right here. But nothing but love for the visitors. I know where I started, I know where I came from, and I'll never forget.
Nothing for love for the visitors. Well, Ty Jackson does V's down behind you.
I saw that.
He's a lunatic. Last thing I've got for you, KJ, this coming weekend in St. Louis, it's the last 2 games you're promised against the Party Animals this year. Of course, they have had your guys' number for the majority of the tour. What do you guys need to do to go in and take down the Party Animals in St. Louis?
I think we don't have to change anything. Just keep playing our game, have fun. The results are going to take care of themselves. We don't try to put too much pressure on ourselves. Have fun, play the game we're all born to play, and have fun doing it. So, yeah, that's all I got.
Can't wait to see what happens in Busch Stadium. Congratulations
Thank
on
you,
the showman of the night. Love you
V's
too,
up.
dude. Kyle Jackson. Just another feather in his cap as he continues to have one of the best rookie seasons for a banana baller in our young sports history. And as we said, did it defensively and with the bat.
I mean, we call Danny Hosley Danny Do-It-All, but Kyle Jackson did a lot for the Savannah Bananas across tonight's contest. reaching base a handful of times, collecting a single during the regular 9 innings of play. Had a trick play at first base, had a couple at third base for the Savannah Bananas, and again, delivered in showdowns. And this was not a guy at the beginning of the season who the Bananas were batting come showdown tiebreakers. All of a sudden, KJ is the second man lined up to swing it, and you had Tyler Gillum and Adam Byron feeling very confident, especially with no defender behind CJ Williams, that they were going to be able to come out with the W tonight.
And welcome back inside the booth with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you all so much for spending your Sunday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. We'll be back in action, as we mentioned with KJ, this coming Friday night. Bananas versus Party Animals. Cannot wait to see what happens in St. Louis. Those are the only games on this weekend. So Saturday night and Friday night, Bananas and Party Animals. And we don't know if they're going to play again after that. The only way it could happen would most likely be in the Banana Ball Tour Championship in October. So this is really going to be a special weekend coming up. And what a special weekend we just had. Of course, rain, lightning, and thunder throughout it. We get bonus Banana Ball here tonight. What a poetic end to a visitor squad that was just dynamite this year.
These teams delivered on and off the field this weekend. Again, with the rain and the lightning, things were obviously not how the Bananas and visitors hoped they would go. But nonetheless, I mean, unbelievable stuff as they continued to entertain fans with their play on the field. We're obviously across the grandstands throughout the weekend, and the visitors were a really pesky bunch, all in all, against both the Party Animals and the Savannah Bananas. And give them credit, because each of the 2 games in this series were played in less than 2 hours. It was a 1 hour and 36-minute game on Friday night. Tonight, they played in showdowns, and the game still wrapped up in 1 hour and 55 minutes.
Excellent Banana Ball, really impressive trick playability from the visitors. The baseball defensive skills are obvious. I mean, these guys are just phenomenal ball players. We've said it a bunch, it bears repeating. The 2024 visitor squad had 71% of their players on Banana Ball teams here in 2025. I would be shocked if the number from this 2025 visitors team is not way higher. I mean, that is a group of dogs down there. Coach Crocco did a phenomenal job with them across the 6 weeks. Really great coaching staff, phenomenal ball playing, and what an honor it was to get to see them play 2 really great games against the Nanners this weekend.
Again, they were a very hungry squad. Obviously, they came together and kind of were a unit very quickly. There was a lot of great chemistry from the jump, and what I do know about these visitors is even though their season ends tonight, they are not going to stop practicing and staying in Banana Ball shape, making sure that not only are they able to deliver with the bats and on the mounds, but continue to practice those trick plays as well.
And a shout out to Crocco's assistants, Trey Paluski and Bryce Stober. Phenomenal as well. I'm sure that they are going to have a place in Banana Ball as we continue to forge forward and really plus this thing out of the world. Thank you all again for joining us tonight. As you can see right there, it bears repeating. We'll be back in action this coming Friday night. A huge thank you to Emerson Elmgren, our executive producer tonight. She was phenomenal this weekend. Curveballs galore from Mother Nature, but we were able to hang in and get 2 fantastic games out of it. Thanks to all of our camera operators around the field here. Thanks to Clay Pimp, who's talking in our ears now for some reason. Thank you for that, Clay Pimp. Thank you to Chad Reese, our director, and all the folks in the control room. For Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala saying so long for now. We'll see you this coming Friday from Busch Stadium. Party Animals, Bananas. The only 2 more games we are guaranteed between the 2 main items in Banana Land. Can't wait for it and can't wait to have you there. Until then, we will see you later!
Can't wake up.
Get out of my head, Clay Pimp!